5 years ago, I started this flower border to beautify the walkway that leads to our back garden. My vision was to create a small but charming English cottage style border, but after 2 years of neglect, the weeds are taking over, the brick edging I haphazardly installed is falling down, and the rose of Sharon shrub has turned into a tree and looks completely out of place in this small area. So in this week's video, I'm bringing back the cottage garden charm that inspired my original vision. And as an added bonus, I am also addressing these unsightly AC units, something I have wanted to do for the past 23 years. This is the sad state of my flower border. I haven't done a single thing in the space for the past 2 seasons. There's just been too much other stuff going on in my life, and unfortunately, what was meant to be a really beautiful space leading to our back garden has really become an eyesore. The idea for this flower bed came about because my neighbor, Michelle, was going through her garden and removing plants that she felt were cluttering up the garden. So as a result of that, she gave me this Rose of Sharon bush and also this shrub rose with the little white blossoms. And when she offered them to me, I said, sure, I'll take them and I'll find a place for them. Since the flower beds in my front yard were already full, I needed another planting bed. And another reason why I needed to start another flower bed was because my perennials were getting to the point where they needed to be divided, especially the lilies were getting to the size where they needed to be divided. I had a lot of purple coneflower because, as you know, those self-seed, so I had a lot of little plants coming up everywhere. So I really didn't spend a lot of money on plants for this flower bed. Most of them were transplants from my other flower beds in the front garden. I also have some salvia here and some phlox, which I transplanted. So my main goals are, first of all, to remove all the weeds. I also want to prune back this Rose of Sharon bush severely because it's way too big for the space. And then I want to address that edging that is completely falling apart. Wouldn't you know it, just as I was making some progress on my weeding, a thunderstorm came through and rain just started pouring from the skies. So I had to stop my weeding for the day and I had to resume the following day. I went to Lowe's to look for something to replace the brick edging that was falling apart. I looked at all their options and I finally decided on these concrete edging pieces. They were $2.18 each, which I felt was reasonable. And I like the fact that the ends are angled so that you could use them to build straight lines and also for curves, which was important for me because I didn't want to have to be cutting any of them. which actually I don't even have anything to do that. So I ended up buying 31 of them. I kind of estimated how many I was going to need, and actually I ended up using 30, so I had one extra one that I kept just in case something happens to one of the ones that I have. I have a replacement. For the AC units, I ordered some air conditioner privacy fence panels. That's what they call them on Amazon. So I ordered 2 boxes. Each box came with 2 panels, and I was going to need 4. One of the boxes was open, which had me a little worried because I was afraid that maybe some of the pieces had fallen out, but fortunately everything was there. Now, these things that have to be assembled, I'm definitely not good at this. So fortunately my husband was on hand to help me, and this turned out to be a lot more complicated than what the instructions make you believe. If you've ever assembled one of these items, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like the pre-drilled holes that come didn't line up with what they were supposed to. The slats that we had to insert were too thick for the slots that they were supposed to go in. So my husband, who was very clever and very ingenious, he had to come up with all types of solutions for this project. I would have never been able to do this by myself. I was so grateful that he was available to help. And the other challenge we had installing these is that the area that they were going to go in is very sloped. So we had to ensure that everything was going to be leveled. And also, the air conditioning units are too far apart for us to be able to actually use the 4 panels to kind of join all 4 to hide them. So we had to do 2 panels to cover one of the ACU units and then the 2 other ones for the other ACU unit, which actually turned out to be better, I think, because there's that gap in the middle. And, you know, if the air conditioning units ever need to be serviced, that is an easy way to access them. All of the hard work is done, so now all that's left to do is just add some final touches. I painted these chickens with this aged copper verdigris patina. They were originally metal and resin. And using spray paint and acrylic paint, I made them look like aged copper. I thought they added a nice cottage charm to the flower bed. And I added these little terracotta pots to this brick wall. There wasn't a lot of color on this end of the flower bed. I thought these were a nice touch. One of the nice things about this flower bed on the side of the house is that I can also admire it from our deck. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I hope you'll consider subscribing so you can be notified of future videos that I post.